Good morning and welcome to TMI Socials, where we talk everything trendy on the streets of social media. I am Anuoluwapo Stevens, or better still call me your social media butterfly. Now this morning we begin at the Center of Excellence, where a gale of resignations and reshuffling has hit the floor of the crisis-torn Lagos State House of Assembly yesterday with the resignation of the state's first female speaker, Mojisola Meranda. Well, Meranda, who represents Apapa Constituency I, announced her resignation at the plenary, after which lawmakers immediately re-elected her as the Assembly's deputy speaker. The lawmakers commended her leadership style and for bringing peace to the Lagos State House of Assembly. They also commended her strength and humility for obeying the rules and regulations of the APC. Now let's have a feel of Miranda's last speech as the Speaker of the State House of Assembly.
I sincerely thank you all for your understanding and support. Just like you know that party decision is supreme. At this point, I think about as your speaker, and I step down as your speaker of this great house. Very, very supportive, loyal.
Now, during the course of yesterday's brouhaha or drama, I would say, that happened in Lagos State House of Assembly, we saw a particular lawmaker, Desmond Elliott, who also doubles a former actor. He was actually shedding tears right there in Lagos. Take a look.
But Speaker, can I let us talk first? I just sit. Honorable Sheyi Lawa.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Oh my, such a touching moment right there. But let's have a couple of tweets and see what you are still saying on socials this morning. This user says, courageous woman, party is real supreme than your personal gains. Lagos first, thank you. Another user says, let's move over to another one. Well, this time around, from the day she started crying, I know she will disappoint. Porky on Facebook says that. Well, still in the story, Damilola says, Nigeria politics is funny, Sha, because you really can never understand it. Now, finally, on the story, okay, I think that's all we have on the story. Away from that now, amid the leadership tussle that has assailed the Lagos State House of Assembly in the last 7 weeks, a lawmaker who represents Agege Constituency I, Mudashiru Obasa, has been re-elected as the Speaker of the 40-member Assembly. Obasa was re-elected yesterday after the resignation of Mojisola Meranda, who stepped down as the Speaker of the House. Well, his re-election followed the nomination by a former majority leader of the House, Nohim Adams, who represents Agege Constituency I. Obasa subsequently took the oath of office as the new Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly 7 weeks after his removal. Let's take a look.
Well, good afternoon, distinguished colleagues. I want to start by appreciating my colleagues. I want to thank you for your support, your dedication. Well, good afternoon, distinguished colleagues. I want to start by appreciating my colleagues. I want to thank you.
Lagos, Lagos, Lagos. Having a couple of tweets in the story. Let's have a couple of tweets to see how you took it. Olalikon said, but he said he wasn't impeached. Why is he taking oath of office again? Nigerian politicians don't care about the welfare of the masses, but their personal purse. It is well. Amen. Another user says, when you are in or come out into our party, your sin will be forgiven by Osho Baba. What a democracy indeed. The same people that said they fought for democracy, we have seen their reason for fighting. Broad daylight deception. One more reaction on the story from this user who says, the kind of braggadocious he has been displaying since the day he was removed as Speaker, you will know that there is a higher hand beating the drum to which he was dancing to. Congratulations to them. Anyhow they want to do it, they should. Okay, anyway, away from that, let's move over to the foreign scene, where we saw a bit of drama between the U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky clashed in an extraordinary shouting match in the Oval Office on Friday, while leaving efforts to end the war with Russia hanging in the balance. Zelensky was at the White House to sign a deal on sharing Ukraine's mineral riches and discuss a peace deal with Russia. Well, despite the U.S. president recently branding his Ukrainian counterpart a dictator. Now, the meeting came after a week-long diplomatic dance that has also seen the leaders of France and Britain come to the White House to persuade Trump not to abandon Kyiv. Let's have a feel of how it was on Friday.
Your country is in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No, you've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks. It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this, I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times thank you to American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements.
Oh, well, interesting time as outset was always on social media. Now let's move over to how you reacted to this story online. Well, this user says it's the art of the deal. Trump is the master. Sign the deal as Mar-a-Lago. Putin will get the treatment too. It might not be public like this, but Trump will put Putin in his place too. Relax, everyone. Bottom line, minerals for the USA and peace for the world. Win-win. Moving over to another tweet. This user says, do you think they speak to Putin the same way? Well, certainly not, Pedro. Finally, on the story, another user says, this is not a good look for Trump's side. If Ukraine accepts reunification with Russia, all the previous work and money spent on the war will be for nothing. Now, also to let you know that all of the shouting spree happened on a live television. Away from that, back here in Nigeria, River State Governor Sim Fubara has assured his supporters that victory is inevitable despite the political challenges in the state. Well, the governor stated this yesterday during the commissioning of Government House staff quarters at the Forces Avenue opposite Government House in Port Harcourt. It says, and I quote, I am not afraid of you. You cannot remove me. The least that would happen is I get out of office, but I'm not getting out of life. Take a listen to him.
Every time when we try to stabilize, one spinner will be thrown into our way. So for that reason, it's like bringing us to ground zero again, and we start afresh. But I will continue to thank you for supporting us without getting anything. Supporting us because you believe that it is the right thing to do for Rivers State. Let anybody not be deceived. There are faces today that will carry the symbol of some persons, and it will be a curse in this state.
A lot of things happening right now, but let's have two reactions to the story and move over to something even beautiful. This user says, same people clapping for him. We'll still clap for Wike if he invites them for a meeting. You want to trust Adam. Another user says, he is talking too much already. Enough with the talks. Show us action. Well, finally on this story, let's have another side of it, another tweet if we can. Well, this user says, Fayose warned you that you will see spirit if you attempt to fight Wike. This is exactly what is happening now. Well, I don't know about spirit, but I know about the fighting. Finally, on TMI socials, singer B. Red, who happens to be the son of Governor Ademola Adeleke, has gone extra mile to keep his dad, the Governor Adeleke, fit with an intense workout routine. Let's have a feel.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, last on our power, 19, 20, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, last on our power, 19, 20, 7, 8.
Well, this is a reminder for you to keep fit if you haven't been exercising at all. Philip, do you exercise?
Well,
I can see your stomach is coming out, though.
The governor is a governor to beat when it comes to that. And I must tell you, he's one of the governors that we admire, and we will always love to see him do what he knows how to do best.
Right.
Well, if you ask me, politics is a game of numbers, and what transpired in Rivers State, and of course, the big man, you know, as the president of the United States of America, doing it with the Ukrainian president, Zelensky. So it tells a whole lot about what comes to play. Well, I must tell you, you must ensure that you do the needful to stay alive. And if you want to stay alive, then ensure to stay away from trouble. And make sure that you delve carefully with political power. They say power is transient, and don't forget about that. This is much you can take on today's episode of TMI. We'll see you sometime tomorrow. We'll do this again sometime tomorrow. Goodbye.